Hey, welcome back to This is 40. My name is David Carpio, and I wanted to talk about the unexpected gift of challenges. So, when confronting challenges or obstacles in your life, there are a few things that come to mind: the emotional effort that it's going to take, the physical effort, the mental capacity that it's going to require for you to take on those challenges. And sometimes for myself, I want to avoid those challenges because I don't want to put in the work. I don't want to approach the emotional toll that it's going to take. And so sometimes I want to avoid the physical confrontation, or sometimes I want to just avoid altogether the trouble and the heartache that goes along with dealing with some of the challenges. And oftentimes my mindset is kind of feeling like this challenge that is coming in my life, these things that I have to deal with, it's almost like I feel like it's punishment, like it's something that I have to go through. And oftentimes I will do everything to try to insulate myself from having to deal with these things. So a lot of times what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to deny that it's happening. I'm trying to avoid that it's happening. I'm trying to escape what is happening. And in doing so, I'm avoiding all these circumstances or opportunities for me to allow myself to grow, to challenge myself. And some of the benefits that come from challenging yourself are gaining things like your ability to develop new skills, to develop muscle memory, to be able to handle the day-to-day ongoing challenges throughout your life. You take away your ability to develop that confidence. You might remove yourself from the ability to learn from each other and find solutions together. You might take away the opportunity for you to mature and learn and grow and become a stronger individual that's more resilient. So some of the misconception of getting older is that you have it all figured out and you know exactly what to do. But in my experience, I feel like life has gotten even harder as time goes on. When you have kids, you have your job, you're trying to balance your relationship with your wife, you're trying to manage your work and all the things that come along with your day-to-day. But at the same time, those things can become very monotonous. They can become very predictable. And it's very easy to fall into old habits and fall into that feeling of just kind of going through the motions. And lately, what I've been trying to do is trying to change that and try to make the most out of the time and the days that I have and change my perception of the time I have in terms of being more grateful and having gratitude versus kind of taking things for granted and not realizing all these opportunities that I might be missing because my mind is not geared in the right direction. One of the other realizations that I'm having is that whether I decide to take on a challenge or not, there are times when there's no say. So if I give you an example, a major life event that can happen if you have a loss in your family, if you have a global pandemic, if there's a loss, you lose your job, or let's say there's so many challenges right now in the world, you can't control. You have to respond to some of these things that come into your life, and there is no avoiding it. So taking the time to really meet these challenges head on and develop the skill set, develop the ability, the knowledge, the know-how to know that even if you don't feel like you have the solution, you do have the resiliency to figure it out. You do have the knowledge that it's not you alone. You have a support system. You're developing your relationship with your partner. You're developing your relationship with your kids. You have your relationships with your coworkers. On some level, you have to learn how to delegate and realize you let go. There's only so much that you can control, and there's only so much that you can handle in your life, and you're not meant to do it all on your own. You have other people to help you. I also have been telling myself that I have faced challenges before. I have been able to get on the other side of the challenges, whether through my efforts alone or whether through the help of my wife or help with my coworker or help with a pastor or help with a member of the church or help with a friend down the street or help with going to a social event. All of these things, that you have disposable to you to tap into. And even if those people don't necessarily provide the solution, there's a network to support, to listen to you when you're frustrated, to hear your challenges, and even provide feedback and say, here's what I do in my life. Here's what's worked for me. Little tidbits of information that can go a long way and be a huge investment into the success of the outcomes in your life. Okay, so here's my blueprint for what I'm doing in my life to control the things I can control. So for the first thing, I'm going to talk about time. So the way I'm thinking about time is that I'm grateful for the time that I do have. I'm trying to have an attitude of gratitude where every day and every moment is a gift. And what I do with that gift is up to me to manage, to prioritize, to seek out the most that I can get in every moment. And what I'm finding is that the more that I plan, the more that I have something to look ahead to, the more I have the energy that goes into it that involves excitement, involves love, involves concern, trying to troubleshoot, what kind of reservations do I need to make? How far ahead do I need to do it? What kind of activities can be done? And when you do that, you will find that there are so many things logistically that will cause stress in the moment. But if you pre-plan, you can avoid those things so that you're not trying to fit everything into a small moment. You've pre-planned, you've done the work ahead of time to reduce that stress and that overwhelming feeling, and it will help alleviate some of those pressures. So with connections in my life, with my wife, with my kids, with my friends, with my family members, with my coworkers, what I'm trying to do is trying to be present as much as possible in the interactions I have. With my kids, I'm trying to set aside time where I bond with them, where I listen to them, where I'm not on my phone, where I'm just giving my undivided attention to them, where I can teach them things through my actions and through the way I behave over the things I say. And I'm really trying to focus on that idea that I'm trying to be the role model instead of just telling them what to do. I'm trying to model what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to show them, and show them that I also need to work on these things. With my wife, I'm trying to dedicate time and plan ahead and show her that I do care about her, that I want to put her first, that I prioritize her, and that she feels special. With my family, calling them, letting them know that I care about them, trying to do whatever I can to fit them in to my schedule, and same with my friends. And I feel like when you do that, you are sending a message that they are on your mind, that you do care about them. And I'm trying to avoid that idea that I don't have time to do these things. It's not that I don't have time, it's that I need to make time and prioritize the time I have. So for my daily routine, what I'm trying to do is, where can I make adjustments and tweaks to my schedule? Where am I wasting my energy? Where do I need to put more energy? Where can I focus more of my efforts? Where do I need to reduce the amount of effort? And again, going to that idea of being proactive, trying to plan ahead, preloading things the night before so you're not trying to fit it all in the morning of. Really dissecting what you are doing and trying to enhance those moments so that they're not all working against you, they are working with you. For my parent life, what I am trying to do is to really, again, focus my efforts to show my kids and my students at school how I am living my life through my actions, through my behavior, through my modeling. Because what I do will be much more effective and louder than any word I can tell them, any soliloquy I can give them, any speech or lecture I can give them. And while that is very important and giving them information it is also equally or more important to listen to them, to get in tune with them, to create an environment where they feel safe and nurtured, where they want to spend time with me versus where I'm talking at them. I'm constantly talking down to them. I'm making them feel scared to share their thoughts and opinions and ideas. So I want to really create an environment and a time where I'm bonding with them, where the quality of our time is enhanced because I'm fully present and I'm not judging and I'm willing to listen and they can be themselves around me. So here's what I'm doing with balance. I'm trying to slow myself down, trying to focus, concentrate, again, be intentional, use my muscle memory, build repetitions, be consistent, and focus on just getting up and getting out of bed and showing up every single day. So for the physical aspect, what I'm trying to do is really engage in physical activity. So I'm making an effort to exercise. Monday through Friday, I try to go to the gym and I meet up with a friend and we go in the mornings. I'm trying to occasionally meet up with friends and do a run group to get that social aspect and get some extra miles in as a bonus. When I'm at home and during the work week, I'm trying to take my lunch to school, making a concerted effort to eat better, to drink more water. I'm trying to increase the vitamins I take, increase some of the protein, some of the supplemental things that I'm taking to get more electrolytes and just basically improve my overall physical life. What I am doing for my emotional health, I am trying to slow myself down. I'm trying to read more. I'm trying to seek out information that is helping me, that is encouraging me, that is energizing me to tap into those skills that I want to improve. I'm writing down my ideas and feelings and making it more of a common daily practice. I'm seeking out counseling and therapy to create an environment where I can share my ideas, knowing that I'm willingly going to talk about what's going on in my life and what's on my heart, what's on my brain, and expecting to receive feedback, receive practices that I can implement in my daily life. I'm also trying to turn away from the news cycle that I feel is designed to bombard me, to stoke fear, to stoke hate, to stoke confusion and disorient me. I'm trying to realize that I don't need to know all the information that's out there. It doesn't improve my life. It doesn't make me happier. If anything, it makes me have a colder heart. I want to be welcoming, to be open-minded. I want to realize that the truth is not so abundant. It's not so speedy and fast. It is often painstakingly hard to obtain. And to be a seeker of truth, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable and patient and know that it is not so immediate and is not so abundant. You have to sift through a lot of different debris and trash and all kinds of stuff in order to find that nugget of truth. And even when you do find the nugget of truth, will you be willing to understand it if you are broken yourself? And I don't know the answer of that. I'm trying to figure that out. So to sum up my overall feelings, I will say that it is easy to fall into a rut and to feel like your day-to-day is monotonous and every day feels exactly the same. And there's a tendency to have that feeling like, am I in a midlife crisis right now? But when I think about it and I really start to put my ideas down to paper and hear my voice speak what's going on inside, I feel like this is a midlife awakening. I feel like this is an opportunity for me to grow and expand from where I'm at. So from all the skills and all the experiences I've built up to this point, I feel like this is an opportunity for me to grow and build on that and expand and increase my aperture of the amount of light I take into my heart, my life, my experience, and encourage others to show them that if I can do it, you can do it. So thank you so much for checking in every week. If you're not subscribed, please like, share, subscribe. That would greatly help me out, and I would really deeply appreciate it. I will end with this. I will ask you, what are you going through? What do you do that is helping you get through your day? I would love to hear that in the comments below and engage with you and learn from you. Because again, if there's anything I'm learning in this life, I cannot do it on my own. I need other people's help. I need other sources of inspiration. And we are interdependent, and I love that idea. So thanks again. Peace out.